It is looking like this will be the last season here at Brentford. We've won a Europa League last season, we've won the Super Cup at the start of this season. Last video we beat Juventus away in the last minute winner thanks to Brian Mbeumo. Since then we have been on quite a run, and you can tell I'm taking it seriously because the hat's backwards. I thought I'd address that because otherwise if I just randomly show up in one video with my hat backwards and not say anything about it. Anyway, just felt like it. You actually see my hair. You can see that I have hair. It just starts a little bit further back than it used to. I mean, I'm a little bit older than I once was, I suppose.
I used to be with it, but then they changed what it was. Now what I'm with isn't it, and what's it seems weird and scary to me. There's
been 8 games since you were last here, so plenty of highlights to get you through. Before we get into it though, make sure you leave us that like down below, subscribe if you're new around here, comment what you think of the video. Let me know what you think of the highlights feature, because after we get through these highlights, I'll talk about a little something. Let's get into it though. Far away from any criticism of the highlight features is this first goal, a recreation of an absolute Champions League classic, an all-time Champions League goal. It is a Portuguese quick winger with a just fantastic bicycle kick. It is Pedro Neto. It is after, I think it was actually after a corner sort of fizzled out, but we ended up getting the ball to Aya on the right hand side, cuts back, lobs it over for Pedro Neto to unleash a fantastic bicycle kick, recreating sort of, I guess, Ronaldo's bicycle away at Juventus, you know, the one. Look, it's fantastic. If I could mimic it any better, I would. But away at Bournemouth will do. That was how that one finished, just the one goal in it, and you know, if there's going to be one goal in a game, it may as well be that, I guess. Because it's boring if it's just a penalty. No foreshadowing there at all. Next game we had Arsenal in the League Cup, and of course the League Cup and FA Cup, this whole series we've just been simulating. We simulated yet again, and we bow out. So no League Cup in our 3 years, it will be. We managed to take them to 2-2, and then on penalties we lose after Kefren Turam and Loriente miss their pens, unfortunately. So we bow out early doors here against Arsenal before we hosted Brighton, and it's a 1-0 win thanks to a penalty. Yay! I might be getting bored of these highlights, and maybe that's coming across, I don't know. We'll see. It's 1-0. Balogun gets the penalty. He's filling Tony's boots very nicely with scoring some beautiful penalties and getting us all at 3 points there. We then had our second Champions League game. It was against Eintracht Frankfurt, and it was a 1-0 win. Bit of a theme going on here with a header from Chris Ramos. Again, recycled corner. We swing it back out to the right-hand side with Pedro Neto. Swings it in, and look, the goalkeeping's probably a little bit suspect, but I think with the speed that it comes at, and also the way that Ramos has just snuck in front of his marker to get it, the keeper's probably a little bit caught off guard, or, you know, not quite expecting it. So you can possibly forgive him. I don't know. There's another one later on that I think's more suspect goalkeeping for someone else though, so it's fine. We then played Wolves away at the Molineux, and absolutely nothing to show you because there was nothing that happened. It was a 0 draw. We move on to Aston Villa, where we get a 2-1 win. First one here is following Balogun. I don't know how to say his goddamn name probably, but Loriente plays him through. A little bit suspect on the offside, but I don't care. We take the 1-0, slots it in, job done. Second one is Tammy Abraham. Of course he scores against us. He scores every game against us. You'd notice the highlights started off a bit dark, and that's because literally the highlights started with their player on the ball about to cross it. Like, I couldn't get close to him to impact the cross at all, and then I couldn't get close to Tammy Abraham to do anything, and it's 1-1. But I can't complain because then we win it in the 89th minute thanks to Armand Loriente, sort of similarly, except this time the ball, when the highlight starts, is already in the air. There's nothing you can do about it, nothing they can do. All I could do was try and finish it, and luckily Loriente stuck it right in the far top corner. Nothing the keeper could do on this occasion. We take a nice 2-1 win over Aston Villa, which hasn't gone well previously, so we'll take that. 2 games left. The first one is away at Lask, our last Champions League opponent that we have to face, I guess. And we were away at wherever they are. I think they're Austrian. I said that last video, and for those playing along at home, haven't checked that. Haven't researched. Done any of that, because I just don't care. Because I don't think I'm going to play a game against it. It's just not interesting, is it? We beat him 2-1. First goal here is a penalty by some bloke. I don't know who he is. He chips it in, makes the keeper look a little bit silly, but the keeper went the wrong way. If the keeper had gone the right way, the striker would have looked silly. Them's the breaks. The equaliser then comes through Chris Ramos, who's been a bit of a superstar. He's only 77 overall still, but he's absolutely doing the job. This time he runs clear, does well to take it onto his right-hand side and just place it beyond the keeper before he gets the winner with another recreation of just a famous goal. If anybody remembers, I think it was away at Stoke, the Britannia as it was known. I don't know if it still is, it could be. Javier Hernandez, anyone? You tried to finish it and it clipped up into his own noggin, but still went in. Sort of similar, an homage. Less similar than the Ronaldo bicycle and Neto earlier, I'd say, but Ramos runs clear, tries to chip it over the keeper. The keeper gets contact, but it bounces straight back into Ramos's head and bounces in. And that gives us all 3 points. So, you know, sometimes you score absolute banger bicycle kicks to get you all 3 points. Other times, the ball cannons in off your own face, and they all count the same. That's it. Lastly, it was against Manchester United at home. We get the 3 points. 2-0 win. First time it is following Balogun yet again with a header from a corner. And this is the one I was referring to earlier about the goalkeeping being perhaps a little bit suspect. It is a good header in the fact that it's a header down from, 7-8 yards out. It's just very close to him. Like if you're at that distance, the keeper you would think react with his feet, not try to get down with his hand. So it's a little bit close to the keeper. It is like bouncing. It is a header down, so it's hard to save. But at the end of the day, maybe that should be being saved, and you're probably more upset about that one if you're the goalkeeper than the Chris Ramos header against Frankfurt. I don't know. Second goal is a boring penalty. It's 2-0. Burma gets hit this time, sealing the deal, and walk away. Happy days. All 3 points. That leaves us absolutely flying at the top of the Premier League. After 10 games, we have got 9 wins, 1 draw. We've only conceded 2 goals. Somehow Nottingham Forest are in third. Ignore that. Don't pay attention to that. That's fine. But this is the bit where I'm like, maybe we should be doing something different with the highlights. Maybe I should... Let me know what you think, because maybe I should, simulate more, like the quick simulate that we've been doing in the League and FA Cups. Maybe I should do that more in the Premier League and in the Champions League, because at the end of the day, if we're conceding 2 goals in 10 games, like I know we've improved the squad and I know that we're getting better, but are we that good? Are we this good? Are we 9 points clear after 10 games good? Don't know. Also, Champions League. We're ahead by 5 points, 3 wins out of 3, 5 points clear of Juventus, who are in second. Perhaps in the remaining 3 fixtures in the group stage, I'll simulate some just to fire through it a bit, really. So maybe the games against whoever, I don't know. I'll see how we go. I'll simulate 1 or 2, and then if we need to play the third, we do. If we don't, we don't. It just doesn't matter, does it? You know what? If at the end of the day, if we win, we win. If we don't, we don't. That's it. Anyway. That is it. That is all of the highlights there for you. You are caught up to date for today's fixture against Tottenham away at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It just meant something to me, personally, to take on Ange Postecoglu. I should have been wearing my Brisbane Roar jersey when I did that, because he coached Brisbane Roar and I was at the grand finals that he won. I had season tickets about 2 or 3 rows behind him. I wish I could impose a photo, but this was 2011 and I definitely don't have the same phone or type of phone or anything that I had back then. I had one of those like flip, what were they called? It had like a keyboard. It wasn't a BlackBerry, but it had like it was an LG, I think. I'll find a photo. I will find a photo of it and show you the phone I had at this point. It was just like it was like this, and then it had a keyboard. Pretty cool. You impressed? Anyone? No? That's a shock. Anyway, this is our lineup to face Tottenham. We are going balls to the wall, best team available. We've got Trubin in goals, back 4 of an 87 overall Gertruda. Collins, Lenormand, Matson, and then midfield pairing of Thuram and Guendouzi. Up front, we've got Loriente on the left, Shirky through the middle, Pedro Neto on the right, because have I not used him in a video? I think I haven't used him in a video, so I decided to put him in. Maybe I'm confusing him with Mitoma, and I should be using Mitoma. He's on the bench though, so I'll maybe bring Mitoma on. Anyway, Balogun's up front. That's the lineup. Let's do this.
It's game day. What?
All right, we are underway. It's very weird to look over at the recording and to see so much of my head and not it covered by a hat. Anyway, I'm also recording this. I've just got one of those random days off you have off work. I don't know if this is a universal experience. You get told that you have too much leave at work, so you take a day. Anyone? No? Okay. So it's like 10:30 in the morning. So the doors open and the dogs may come in. I don't know. Shirky nearly lost it there, but he gets it back out to Gertruda. Looks for Balogun. It's 1-0. 6 minutes in. I don't know what the goalkeeper's doing. I have no idea. But we'll absolutely take that. I don't know what the defending was. I don't know what the goalkeeping was. But it doesn't matter to me at all because we're up 1-0. That man Balogun gets his name on the score sheet again. Shirky did well, nearly lost it, but played it out after being fairly patient with it. Gave it to Gertruda. The defending is horrid. The goalkeeping's also horrid. I'm not sure what he's trying to do there. It's like he's trying to karate kick it or prawn kick it. Anybody know prawn kicks? Do you guys do prawn kicks? Yeah! I used to coach football. This is a throwback now. Okay, I used to coach a football team, and I don't know, I think it was under 14s or something like that. I bet a kid on my team $10 of my own money that he wouldn't score a prawn kick in a game, and he did. We were against some team that every team spanked. Do you guys have? Oh, he's offside. Do you guys have those teams where like literally every game they'll lose like 14-0 or sometimes worse? Like I think we beat them 19-0 one of the games. And then I don't know what the score was, but he ended up taking it around the keeper and then scoring a prawn kick. So shout out to that kid. I can't remember his name, but I can remember him scoring a prawn kick. So shout out that kid. I feel like with Tottenham, because they are such a high pressing team, there's going to be lots of space. Back post towards Neto, not quite. Guendouzi then can't win his header or at the second attempt, and at Tottenham are away. I feel like... Oh, I should also say, Richarlison is currently the Premier League's top scorer with 7 goals. Loriente's header's just missing his man. And that's probably a foul, yeah, we'll get that. What else was I going to say? With the highlights, look, maybe I should be playing more games, but it is time related. Like I don't have... What am I doing? Here's me superimposing the audio because my dog started barking ridiculously and being an absolute tool. Oh no, what have I done? I've made a mistake. Oh, thank God, we've got out of it. Don't know, that'll do. Alright, well, after whatever the hell that was, my dog being absolutely ridiculous, we are away. And this is what I mean, because they've pressed so high up the field, we have a lot of space to run away. If my dog starts barking at it, I'm going to lose my mind. It's one of those things where you don't even know what they're barking at. They just went mental. We do live in a townhouse complex though, so it's likely that someone else walked by, potentially with their dog, and, dogs bark at dogs sometimes, and that's just how it goes, man. This is going to be a really end-to-end match, isn't it? Who's Reynildo? Don't they have a doggy? We've had this... No, just to have recalled, we've had this conversation before, and the answer is, dunno. Hopefully a little bit of calm is settling now on both this game and my dogs. Loriente wins it eventually, gets it to Balogun, who can take on Romero, who's seemingly got his number. Oh, Balogun does well though, gets it to Loriente, to Shirky, saved this time by Vicario, still in play though. Nothing really on for Shirky. Guendouzi blocked, okay, well, nothing was really going to happen there, was it? Okay, we have a corner with Loriente to take towards the back post. Balogun again. I remember when we signed him, I said we've lost a few inches because he's shorter and, not as good aerially as Ivan Toney. But look at this boy. He's scoring headers for fun. I mean, we just saw one against Manchester United. We've just seen another one here against Tottenham. Again from a corner. Is the goalkeeping suspect this time? Can't really tell from this angle, perhaps. In fact, oh my god, this is making me feel drunk or something. It makes me feel nauseous at least. Also makes me feel good because we're up 2-0 though. I feel like in the distance, I don't know, hopefully you can't hear it, but I feel like I can hear somebody starting to mow their yard, which, you know, I'm having a nice relaxing day off with my dogs barking wildly. I don't want someone to start mowing. Yeah, I can hear someone mowing, definitely. Hopefully you can't hear that. Oh, Shirky's in the box. Shirky across the keep. How is he saving those, but then the first goal went in? What happened? It is a corner though. Shirky will take it and swing it in towards Lenormand. Doesn't quite get there. We'll swing it back out to Shirky. Oh, behind him. Tried to swing it to the far post to the guy that looked open, but the cross went behind him. We've now got... no, we don't have anything. I was going to say we've got a counter-attack to defend, but Tottenham didn't do anything with it. That was almost scary. If Gertruda doesn't get that tackle in, they've possibly put Son away down the left-hand side. Ndombele still being a Tottenham player is weird. Or Balogun. See, why does... Neto's run there stops us from progressing. That was meant for Balogun. But it's almost worked out. Almost worked out. It's from the little nod on from Neto that he's offside. It must be tight. It's very, very tight. It's his kneecaps. Nearly worked. Oh, maybe the mowers. Oh, maybe the mowers is what the dogs are barking. Okay, now it's all coming together. Anyway, totally having a unrelatable, purely me moment there. Son marshalled well by Gertruda, who then plays it to Neto, who is just absolutely electric. Nobody's staying near him. Okay, well, except for Ray Nildo, apparently. Shirky to Guendouzi to Loriente, loses it. Okay, well, and then for whatever reason there, the central midfielders, Thuram and Guendouzi, just part like the Red Sea and just allow them to play out through the middle. They're still going here, Tottenham. It's Ndombele finally getting tackled, but then, far out. God, this game is stupid. We should be tackling them. Screw you, Pellegrini, you suck. Oh my God, we should be tackling them. We should be keeping the ball there. It's just ridiculous because this game is so bruh. Just gonna say it, I don't care. Like, how Thuram won the ball there, but then couldn't do anything with it except for turn into the bloke who he had just tackled, doesn't make any sense. Game is so stupid. Nothing. It's halftime. Whatever. We're into the second half. I'm just angry now because that goal's so frustrating because we've played so well this half, or that half. You know, got ourselves a nice 2-goal lead. Yes, it may have been fortunate that we got the 2 goals. Oh, Pedro Neto. See, that sucks because he was doing a stupid animation to avoid the challenge. And that's what means that we lose the ball. Yeah, and then that's a foul. Yep. How is this game? Like, all the money that EA have made off the franchise and all the money that they're no longer having to pay FIFA to use the branding and stuff. How have they not improved the damn game? There's just so much still wrong with it. The amount of goals that should have been goals in those highlights that I then couldn't show you, saved by Trubin and missed by Pellegrini, probably should have been a penalty, but of course it isn't. The amount of goals that we lost in those highlights because the game decided to call it offside when there's no offside. And I've shown you this before. It happens way too often. And it's just, okay, I'll just accept that then, okay? What? Be better. Be better, EA. Guendouzi again from outside the box. He's not the player you want getting the space, but it's always him. Gertruda keeps it in. They control it for their keeper, who then dives at nothing. Clear it up to absolutely no one, because Why would any of their players stay forward at all? Collins to Gertruda, to Ram now, looks for Neto, finds him, who finds Shirky. Come on. I'm not biting. I'm not biting. Why is Dallo at Tottenham? Maatsen wins the ball but then can't run away from someone. It doesn't make sense, man. That's how we conceded the damn goal too. You tackle them but then can't get away from them? Excuse me? Vicario finally clears it. Long for Son. Gertruda runs away from him for some reason. This time Thuram wins the ball and actually keeps it. Loriente makes a stupid inverted run towards 4 defenders. Like I'm not gonna be able to get you the ball because you've run towards all of their players. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. Only happiness we're having is Gertruda down the right hand damn side. Thuram is back there, not Collins for some reason. We'll lob it over for the other wingback, Maatsen. How did that go that far? Didn't make any sense. Oh, I'm just angry at the game now. We're dominating territory, which is good. Guendouzi to Loriente, who can't take on Dallo apparently. Dallo's the best one-on-one defender in the world. I am aware of that. Still on the offensive here. They've made a change with Richarlison going off for Adam, I don't know how to say his name, Holzek? Is that Bernardo Silva? Or also, what did we just get a foul for? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, I can't apparently control anyone else. So I'm just going to hit this. Can I knuckleball it? What happened to the knuckleball? Oh, there we go. All right, I'm just going to knuckleball, see what happens. Nothing's going to happen. It's going to be absolutely garbage. Why do I play this game? In the comments down below, instead of whatever stupid stuff I've already told you to comment about, can you tell me why I play this stupid game? Because it's just terrible, isn't it? There's just so many things wrong with it that have always been wrong with it. They never fix them. They only pay attention to the things that make them money, which is Ultimate Team. Guendouzi to Shirky. We make it 3-1. I don't even care anymore. I'm just annoyed about playing this stupid game. I know it's probably annoying to watch, and you've probably already turned off the video, but I'm just annoyed now because it's just there's so many things about the game that aren't like real football. Good ball from Guendouzi to the angled run of Shirky. It powers it across the keeper. I don't know what angle we're looking at here, but we're looking at the ball go in. That's what's important, I guess. It's us getting a third. That's what's important. Fortunately for me and my sanity, there's only 15 minutes to go. How is that Shirky's first goal of the season? It's because we play the highlights and you score maybe one of them when it gives you a penalty or one where they can't defend. What has happened? It's just so bad. It's so bad. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk. How do I skip forward to the end of the game? All right, there's only 10 minutes to go. It doesn't matter. I can hear mowing in the background, and I'm just annoyed now that the day that I choose to take off to do recording during the day, that's probably what I'm really angry at. The day that I choose to take off and do recording and, you know, have a bit of enjoyment for myself, which, you know, as an adult, fleeting moments, is ruined by mowing and a stupid video game that I'm winning 4-1 in. Gertruda scores. He never scores. Gertruda gets himself a goal. He's also got an assist this game. He's been an absolute tank down the right-hand side. He's stunning. He's been a great signing. I never expected him to get up to 87 overall, nor did I expect him to be marauding through the centre like that, getting himself a goal. Vicario has been suspect this game. I don't think that was quite in the corner, was it? Not my problem. Not my problem. 4-1. All right, we've conceded our third goal of the season, and I've lost my mind. We've also scored 4, which is great news because, not because of goal difference, because our goal difference is going to be fine, but our goal tally looks better. Because, I mean, if we're scoring 1 goal a game and we win the Premier League, it looks a bit dodge. But if we, you know, every now and then have a 4-0, 4-1, far out, should be 4-0, looks better, doesn't it? Neto in the box, hitting it straight at the defender. All right, well, it would have been ridiculous if we had got a 5th, wouldn't it? Just would have been classic Dylan on the ball video, apparently, if we had just run away with it, like against Arsenal and Dortmund. I was just going to say Dortmund and someone else, but then I had to think about it. Look, we're about to wrap it up. We've been better than them. We've deserved a win. We should have got a clean sheet too, but apparently in that one scenario, we couldn't defend. Kulusevski in the box. Lenormand is an absolute tank. Gets the ball. And we win. All 3 points. Solid.
Thank God I'm free of that nightmare.
That's where we'll wrap it up, boys. Thank you very much for watching. We remain invincible so far this season. 11 games in, undefeated, only the 1 draw. 31 points out of 33 possible. Pretty good maths. Life's good at the top. We'll see if we can keep that up. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you do leave us that like down below. Subscribe if you're new around here. Comment what you thought of the video. What you think of the highlights, how we can make it better, whatever you reckon, let me know. I'm happy to change it up and see what happens. That'll do us. Cheers. Peace.